Hi, I'm Bob with Wolfe Ridge. Today I am inside the building and we're going to split some firewood. And we're going to do this today with a new rendition of the Wolfe Ridge 17VS vertical splitter. This is the Wolfe Ridge 17VS-E and it is powered by single-phase electric. The 17VS-E is built on the same frame as the 17VS. The difference is that this is powered by a 10 horsepower electric motor that can be powered by 208 volt or 230 volt single-phase electricity. The VSE requires a 50 amp breaker in your panel. And again, this is single phase, so you do not need to have three-phase electric for this. Here we've got the plug for it. And we will follow the plug over to the electric motor on the splitter. Now this electric motor is taking the place of the Honda IGX 390 that you would find on the standard 17VS. Being that this is the same frame as the 17VS, it still is highway towable. It still has the 80 mile per hour rated wheels and tires and axle on it. We've got the fold-away drawbar in the front. We've got pallet fork pockets so we can move it around in the shop easy. And we still have two adjustable jacks on the front and the drop legs on the other side of the splitter. And here you can see we added a debris tray. It's got a slight bit of an angle on it, so as debris lands in it, it kind of comes this way, and every once in a while you can clean it out, but it keeps a lot of this debris from falling downward towards the engine if it was equipped with an engine, or in this case, the electric motor. This is a 10 horsepower single-phase motor, and mounted right up to it we have a 28 GPM two-stage hydraulic pump, and feeding that we have the aluminum welded, in-house fabricated 28 gallon hydraulic oil tank. Here you can see we've got the sight glass. The blue is our temperature, and then the liquid here, that's our level. And VSE comes standard with a hydraulic oil cooler. That is 12 volt powered, so there is a 12 volt converter to power that. And on the side of the contactor box here, you can see that plug goes to the converter for the hydraulic oil cooler fan. On the front of the machine, we have the controls for start and stop. We have an emergency stop, and when you rotate this, it pops out, and then we can hit the green button to start it. But before I start it, I want to talk about a couple other things. This does have the same foot pedal as our other VS and the VSC, and you have the manual override right here for it, and we have the stowage pin here. So if we pull that pedal up all the way, pull this pin out, we can latch that pedal in place for transport. Here we've got the control valve for the hydraulic log lift. And again, we have the log lift that will pick up past the point. It will pick up past the halfway point. And so these big heavy rounds, I can slide almost right into position to get them split. Over here, we do have the stroke limiter, just like we do on the other VS machines. And we have it set a little bit down right now. So you can see that the wedge is sitting down a little bit past these log strippers here. And basically, if you set this, if you set that stroke limiter to your longest piece of firewood that you need to split, that's going to save you some time because it doesn't always have to go all the way home then on each stroke. I think that's enough talking about this machine. Now let's see what we can do with it. that was a nice little splitting session in the building here, out of the sun. Today is nice because it's 80 some degrees outside. But I was splitting oak, and you can see some of this actually had that oak wilt going on with it. There was some rotted, punky stuff, but there's also some really stringy, really strong stuff that I wanted to throw through this thing as well. And here you can see some of that stuff. When it got to be, you know, the cut here, and then this flat edge, that stuff gets to be kind of hard to split because, not so much because of splitting force, but because of the angles and stuff that you're trying to split at. So you can see here some of the pieces that we tore apart with this thing. But, you know, ideally I would want this piece split smaller, but there really isn't a reasonable way to split that smaller. And some guys wouldn't even waste their time getting this up on the table, but I wanted to, just to give you guys an idea of what this thing could do. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this walk around and demonstration of the new 17VS-E. This does come in a little bit higher price than what our regular 17VS is because the electric motor and the electric components cost a little bit more. That, and it already does have the hydraulic oil cooler on it as standard equipment, where on the 17VS it is an option. If you'd like more information on any Wolfe Ridge product, including the new 17VS-E vertical splitter or this Wolfe Ridge firewood bucket, please check out the website www.wolferidgemfg.com. You can give us a call or send us an email. I'll make sure I put all these links in the description. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. Please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's next at Wolfe Ridge.